Good morning. Welcome back to Godly Play. I'm happy to be with you guys again this morning. I hope everybody has had a chance to get ready because we're about to hear a really important story. Maybe we can sing our Get Ready song together. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am God. Now, watch where I go to get this story, so you'll always know where to find it. In the beginning, the baby was born. God chose Mary to be the mother of God. Listen carefully. Listen to the words. God chose Mary to be the mother of God, and the Word was born, a wordless child. When the baby looked up into the face of the mother Mary, he already saw the cross. And when he looked into the face of the father Joseph, the cross was there too. The mother Mary and the father Joseph kept the baby close. They kept the baby warm, and they gave the baby all the things that babies need to grow. And the baby began to grow. The baby grew and grew and grew and became a boy. And when he was about 12 years old, he went with his mother Mary and his father Joseph and many, many other people from their village of Nazareth to the great city of Jerusalem to keep one of the high holy days. When the celebration was over, the people from Nazareth went out the great high gates and started on the road toward home. Suddenly, Mary and Joseph discovered that Jesus was not there. They thought he had been playing with the other children from their village as they all walked together. They hurried back into the great city of Jerusalem to look for him. Mary and Joseph looked in the narrow, dark streets. They looked in the marketplace where they had bought their food. They looked in the place where they had spent the night. They looked everywhere. Finally, they even looked in the temple, and there he was. He was talking to the rabbis, the priests. When he spoke, they listened because he knew so much. When they spoke, he listened because he wanted to learn more. And then Mary and Joseph asked Jesus the question that all parents ask their children, the question that you can never answer. Why did you do this? And Jesus said something really strange. Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house? Mary and Joseph did not understand. Their house was back in Nazareth, where Joseph's carpenter shop was. They did not understand, but they did not forget. Jesus grew and became a man. When he was about 30 years old, he went to the river Jordan, where his cousin John was baptizing people. Do you see John? You can see just the back of his head. He was a wild man. Jesus waded into the river until he was face to face with John. He said, "Baptize me." John looked at Jesus as if for the first time, because now he saw who he really was. "How can I baptize you? You are the Messiah, the one we have been waiting for. You must baptize me." No, it is written that you will come before me and prepare the way. Baptize me. Jesus went down into the darkness and chaos of the water. When John lifted him back up into the light, there were people who said they saw a dove come down from heaven and come close to him. There were also people there that day who heard a voice. The voice said, "This is my beloved Son, with whom I am well pleased." After Jesus was baptized, he went on across the river Jordan into the desert. He stayed there for 40 days and 40 nights to learn more about who he was and what his work was going to be. Jesus went into the desert to discover more about who he was and what his work was going to be. He was there for 40 days and 40 nights, and there was very little to eat or to drink. One day he heard a voice. It said, "Why don't you turn one of those little stones over there into bread so you can have something to eat?" Jesus said, "No. To be a real human being, we need more than just bread to eat." Suddenly, it was as if Jesus were on top of the great temple of Jerusalem, and the voice came back, "If you're really the Son of God, why don't you jump and see if God sends his angels to catch you before you hit the stones below?" Jesus said, "No, we do not need to test God." And then it was as if Jesus could see all the kingdoms of the world, and the voice came back again, "If you follow me, I will make you king over all these kingdoms." But Jesus says, "No, I am a king, but I'm not that kind of king." And then the voice went away. And Jesus went back across the Jordan and began to do his work. But what was his work? Now, I wonder if there is anything in this room that we could use to tell more of this story. I wonder if there is anything in the room where you are that you could bring that would help to tell this story. I don't know what you might bring, what you might choose. You don't have to choose anything, or you can choose anything you want. Thank you for being in Godly Play today. We'll see you next time.